Hi, how are you? Welcome to Irene Musembi YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel where you meet with Irene Musembi. When I talk about meeting, you get motivated for them, you get encouraged, you get empowered. I also teach the word of God and also train the youth and the teenagers. Basically, I'm here to meet with you. We are in the second half of the year. The first half is already gone. Now is the second half of the year. I want to give a word to someone. Today I don't have a very long video. It's just to encourage someone in this second half of the year. As we start the month of July, I want to speak a blessing to someone. I want to give you hope. I want to encourage you. And I want to motivate you to keep focus in God. I want to read from the book of 1 Kings, chapter 17, from verse 7 to 15. Sorry, from verse 10 to 15. I know you know about this story, and this story is so amazing about this widow. I don't know why God likes ministering to us through widows. I don't know why. Could be the married ones. They are a bit contented. But I want to speak to you about this woman. From verse 10. So he went. When we say he went, it's about Elijah. Elijah and the widow at Zarephath. So he went. I'm reading from this book, New International Version. That's NIV version. So Elijah and the widow at Zarephath. I can read from verse 8 downward. Then the word of the Lord came to him. Go at once to Zarephath in the region of Sidon and stay there. I have directed a widow there to supply you with food. So he went to Zarephath. When he came to the town gate, a widow was there gathering sticks. He called to her and asked, would you bring me a little water in a jar, so I may have a drink? As she was going to get it, he called, and bring me, please, a piece of bread. As surely as the Lord your God lives, she replied, I don't have any bread, only a handful of flour in a jar and a little olive oil in a jug. I am gathering a few sticks to take home and make a meal for myself and my son, that we may eat and die. Elijah said to her, don't be afraid. Go home and do as you have said. But first make a small loaf of bread for me from what you have and bring it to me. Then make something for yourself and your son. For this is what the Lord, the God of Israel says, the jar of flour will not be used up, and the jar of oil will not run dry until the day the Lord sends rain on the land. She went away and did as Elijah had told her. So there was food every day for Elijah and for the woman and her family. For the jar of flour was not used up, and the jar of oil did not run dry, in keeping with the word of the Lord spoken by Elijah. When I think about this woman, I see a woman, one, she knew her circumstance. She understood her circumstance. She knew there is drought. She knew there is nothing. Just like some of us we are experiencing in the country today, lack. Poverty. We are lacking. There's poverty, there's joblessness. Could be you are there, young man, you don't have a job. You are there, a woman, you don't have a job, your business is down. Or you're a man there, you don't have a job, you don't have food to feed your family, and things are not right. When I look at this situation here in Zarephath, we see this man of God called Elijah approaching this woman. We are told there was a brook that was giving him water, and it dried. So he was commanded by his God to go to Zarephath. And when he went there, he met a woman who knew her situation, a woman who understood her level, her ways. She just understood herself. Yani alikuwa anajielewa. She was there just picking some sticks to go and cook some bread for herself and her son. We are told she's a widow. And you know, some of the challenges widows undergo, or they go through. Could be she had been, we are not told so much about her, but could be she had been evicted from her matrimonial home. And here she is with her son. This is a courageous woman. Without knowing she was talking to a man of God, she said, this, I like this. She said, as surely as the Lord your God lives, she replied, I don't have any bread, only a handful of the flour in a jar and a little olive oil in a jug. I am gathering a few sticks to take home and make a meal for myself and my son. Then we may eat and die. She was hopeless, like the way you are hopeless. She was just hopeless. She knew, I'm just making bread. We eat with my son. Since I don't have anything else, we'll die. Definitely we'll die because we don't have water, we don't have food. But listen, when I look about this woman, she was a generous woman. She was a woman who was full of generosity, and she gave cheerfully. Because when she was told by Elijah to make bread for him. Kama ni mimi ningeuliza, na wewe mjamaa umetoka wapi? You know, this widow. I mean, there's a man who is commanding and asking for bread. But this woman, she's like, okay, I have just a little. And she gave generously. Generosity in giving. Too, apart from that, she didn't view this man of God just like any other man. Any other man. She obeyed. She was obedient. And then she gave cheerfully. Apart from that, she did what Elijah asked her to do. And there was a promise. When you do this, you'll not lack bread and oil. As we come to the second half of the year, I don't know what kind of drought you are undergoing. The other day I was listening to a story by a certain woman who has been in drought throughout her life. She's been experiencing drought. She's been experiencing a period that has been so tough for her. And when I looked at her and I was like, God, may you have mercy. Could be you are in that season, a season of drought. So I was looking at this lady who's been going in a period of drought, in a period of hardship. And I was saying, when I read this verse, this chapter about Elijah and this widow, I see ourselves being in a drought, being in a tough time. Some young men are experiencing tough times, but we are told, Elijah himself told this woman, do not be afraid. Go home and do as you have said. But first make a small bread for myself. I mean, this woman also trusted the word of Elijah. She trusted, she had faith that whatever this man has said, it will come to pass. In this second half of the year, I am here to tell you something. Could be you're undergoing drought. In your Zarephath, there is drought. In your land, there is drought. And you are saying, now, nitakufa. Mimi nitakufa. Mimi na watoto wangu nitakufa. Mimi kama bwana nitaachwa na mke wangu. Because the way things are so tough. Wewe kama mke unasema hata watoto hawataendelea na masomo yao. But here we have this word that as long as our God liveth, He is with us. So do not lose hope in the second half of the year. God is with you. Do not lose hope. Trust in this God. This widow, she had honor. a little flour and some little oil in the jar. But God multiplied all this just because of her faith in God. We are told when she did what she had been requested, she had been told by Elijah, we are told, for the jar of flour was not used up, and the jar of oil did not run dry, in keeping with the word of the Lord spoken by Elijah. So what are we saying? She didn't die. She lived. There was plenty of food, plenty of bread in her home. So today I'm telling you, in this second half of the year, trust in God. There is hope in this God. Nothing is lost so long as we trust in God. I pray that you may expand. May God expand your boundaries. May He see you through in this second half of the year. And you'll not get this corona. And even if God allows it to come in your body, you'll not die. The challenges you're undergoing in your life, they'll not kill you, but they'll make you a strong person than before. So today, I'm telling you for a fact, we have a God in heaven whom we can trust in, even when things are not working for us, even when things are so tough for us. Could be you are watching and you are wondering, excuse me, Irene, what are you saying? I've lost my job. I don't know what I'm going to do. But what is this you have in your hand you can use for God to raise you? What is this you have in your hand that God can use to make things better for you? Which skill do you have that you can use to propel your life to another level? I mean, what talent do you have for God to use to move it to another level? May God bless you so much. I speak blessing in the second half of the year and in the month of July. May God bless you so much. And before you leave, remember to subscribe, to share, and also to make a comment. May God bless you so much. Next time when you'll meet with Irene Wairimo Musembi. Bye. God bless you. Shalom. Thank you.